Thousands of cars, trunks, every day for weeks.
We budgeted and estimated that we might have 250 cars show up, and we've had instances where it's been 1,200 or more.
Larry Scott is the chief operating officer for Square Food Bank. Believe it or not, this isn't his first time managing a crisis.
Yeah, I spent actually just about 30 years in the banking business. Was actually the CEO of a community bank during the Great Recession.
Managing Southern Nevada's money to managing its food.
One thing is for sure, there's no blueprint for what we're doing.
When the coronavirus hit, Nevada's unemployment rate skyrocketed.
We were moving more into a food crisis circumstance. I believe that is today the case. I think more of the people in line for food are in very serious need of food.
And as Southern Nevada's sole food bank, Larry and his team at Square had a massive challenge ahead of them.
I do always wake up at 2 a.m. and for the next 2 hours, my mind and my to-do list continues to run.
Square typically relies on agency partners to get food to people in need. But when most shut down, Larry and his team were forced to adapt.
So we had to get into the distribution business. The hardest part, from a technical standpoint, it's logistics.
He developed those pop-up distribution sites, still serving thousands every day at more than 100 locations.
And then we had to comply with social distancing, so we had to convert to a drive-through model. So all through this process, we've just continued to zig and zag on a daily basis.
Larry and his team are using every avenue to procure food, from food waste to donations from large wholesalers and federal commodities. But it's still not enough. 30% of the meals have to be purchased.
What we really need right now for the community to continue to help us is funding to be able to help us ramp up purchased food.
And thanks to community support and volunteers at food distribution sites, Square can meet the need.
If you're looking for a positive, all you have to do is just look out and see how the community is responding to this and how they're wanting to donate funds and food and their time at the distribution sites. And, you know, our community has just rallied around this effort like few would believe.
Cassie Molnaric, Fox 5 News, local Las Vegas.